Good evening, everyone. Rainfall amounts today have been less than 1/4 of an inch across many spots in central Illinois. These are the totals that were measured at area airports. Danville leading the pack with 26/100ths of an inch, 22/100ths in Champaign and Effingham. Coles County Airport currently reporting 17/100ths of an inch of rain. And I think for most of us, this is where we're going to end up for today. Most of the rain has come to an end across the area. As we look at satellite radar over the last few hours, we're just noticing mostly cloudy skies out there. There are a few blips of green, so a few sprinkles are going to be possible as the cold front's just now working its way across the viewing area, as we'll see with those temperatures here in just a bit. As we can see, that cloud cover is going to persist, though, and right near St. Louis, you can see that little area of precipitation. That's basically where the cold front is this evening. It's going to continue to dive eastward, so the best chances for rain have already moved off to our east. We're going to keep the chances in for some isolated showers as we go into the overnight hours. Here comes the cold air. You can see that coming behind the cold front. 42 degrees in Moline, 46 in Bloomington. Locally, most of us are still in the 50s. However, we're starting to drop into the upper 40s. In Taylorville, it's 50. In Decatur, here in Charleston, along with Effingham and Robinson, it's 53. And Paris and Terre Haute are our warm spots this evening. They're still holding on to 54 degrees, but that cold front will continue to work through this evening. And as it does so, the wind's going to shift and come from out of the west and northwest. Still holding on to southwest winds in Robinson and Terre Haute. We're already seeing that wind direction change here in Charleston, so those temperatures are going to be falling over the next few hours. As we pick up futurecast, there were still a few more chances of some rain showers ahead of that front, but that's almost worked its way across the area. So I think most of us are done seeing the precipitation for tonight. We're going to hold on to the cloud cover, and a few isolated showers remain possible, especially along and south of Interstate 70. But for the bulk of us, I think we're done with the precipitation, and the cloud cover will start to break down as we go into the early morning hours. So for your Friday, we are expecting some more sunshine to finish out the week. That'll be some plus, but the bad news is once that cold front's coming through, temperatures are only going to be topping out in the lower 40s, so we're back below average as we get into tomorrow. Now, some changes arrive as we get into the weekend. Looking ahead into Saturday, we're seeing the chances for some rain-snow mix moving in Saturday morning. Highs only top out at 41 degrees. Sunday is the better day out of the weekend, with highs back into the mid-40s with more sunshine. That is still below our average, which is 50 degrees. That's where we should be this time of year. So we'll go ahead and skip forward on Futurecast to Friday night. You see the cloud cover increase, and as we get into the early morning hours, that's when the chances for precipitation start to pick up. Now, overnight lows are supposed to be right around freezing, so that's going to be the main factor in determining whether we see rain or snow going into Saturday morning. And this run of Futurecast showing that changeover still occurring as we get into the afternoon hours, and it even holds on to precipitation chances going into Saturday evening. But I'm thinking most of the activity is going to be Saturday morning, so there's still some details to work out. But either way, I don't think this is a system you need to go rush out and buy your bread and milk. But do be aware that we could see some slick spots as we get into the day on Saturday. If we do see that snowfall, Kyler Hauser will have the latest for you tomorrow on Newswatch. But again, Sunday, much better day over the weekend. We're going to see the sunshine returning for us. Now, we are also continuing our winter weather preparedness week. So tonight we're looking at social media tips. Social media is a big thing over winter because people like to share a lot of information. And you want to make sure you're sharing forecast data instead of models, because forecasts incorporate data from many different models, and forecasts is, or the models just are one interpretation of that. So you want to make sure you're sharing stuff from a reliable source, but social media can be a good tip to use over the wintertime because you can report from your community, sharing pictures and snow totals with us and also the National Weather Service. For tonight, down to 34 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. We could see some isolated showers, but it remains blustery with those northwest winds. For tomorrow, highs tumble down, lower 40s is all we're going to make it, but the sunshine does return, so that's a positive for us. And as we look at the next 7 days, we do see a warm up as we get into next week. Temperatures climb back into the lower 50s on Monday, so that is just above average before another cold front comes through on Tuesday, bringing rain chances and cooler conditions as we get into Thanksgiving.
So we were cold for late October, and now we're warm in November?
Warming up, but cooler conditions arrive again next week.
Okay, thanks, Everett.